the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep me down.
Good morning, Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us every single Tuesday. Sloan Reali at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people and businesses. Woo! That support those athletes. You know, Dominique's not going to be here today, but she did text me and she said, be sure you name the winner for last month. And we're already halfway into September, so I boofed a little bit because we had a 3-horse race last month, but put your hands together by $4. Joanne Stoltz, Caldwell Banker, $215 going to United Boys and Girls Club. We collected over $1,000 last month. Woo!
All right.
People are throwing their change in the bucket. So I got to thank Hagen's. Put your hands. I want everybody to put your hands together for Hagen's.
The grocery store, not the printing company.
Yeah, the grocery store, okay? Because, hey, they took over like 5 or 6 boxes. And then, of course, we had Vin. Vin, I'm so sorry. You lost by like $4. Galita Sushi. Okay, but we love our Vins. And she wants to know, Dr. D, when you're coming in because, you know, Dr. D has his own role. You know what I'm saying? He's got
Named
the Dr. D.
You want to explain that a little bit more?
He's got his own
role.
Yeah, well, he's got a Dr. D role. And it's just like,
what's in it?
It's for those guys that are not big sushi lovers.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, if you want to like get integrated into sushi, so it's got that, you know, artificial crab.
Precursor.
Yeah, it's a precursor.
Okay.
Good, that's it. Sloan Reali.
Yes.
Good one.
There's only
What's in
one
it?
small problem with the precursor, Sloan.
All right.
This is what I've been told.
Okay.
I'm not setting up the rules here.
All right.
Okay? Right? I didn't set up the rules.
No, you
Okay.
just you landed a roll.
I'm the only one who can order it.
It's true. You can't have it.
Can you tell us at least what's in it?
I have
What the
no idea.
ingredients are?
She just brings it to me and I eat it.
It's cooked.
And you know
Okay.
what? I'll
Right.
tell you what. As the weather cools down here in the month of September,
Yeah.
we'll go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Waiting.
We'll go.
She's waiting.
Does it have fish in it?
Does it have wasabi?
I don't know, but I might ask for the wasabi. I actually
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Just a dab.
Yeah.
Just a dab.
Yeah.
Clear.
Because it'll
Sinuses.
If your sinuses are stuffed, it will wipe them out. You won't have
It's got
sinuses
avocado in
anymore.
it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Good
likes
stuff.
the avocado. That's what he
Love
says. It's
avocado.
awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, we think.
Love
I mean, I
wasabi.
got to say this.
Thank you, Vin.
Yeah, definitely. The Roundup campaign, and I got to thank Galita Barbers, and I have to thank. Who else is out there? Santa Cruz Market. I'm just trying to think of everybody last month that participated. And I know there's more. Galita Jewelry, Alejandro. So again, this is a community effort. Galita Florists. All these people, all these businesses, basically they adopted the program and they're helping so much. Feed My Sheep by saying, hey, do you want to put they're basically handing the box to the client, the customer, and asking them to put their change in. And it's overwhelming. I mean, it started off like, I didn't expect months, but honestly, I can see by the end of next year, it's probably about 3,000-4,000 a month.
Where can people pick up these little change boxes?
Call me
for their business.
Just call me if
Just
you
call
have
Queen of Teen.
Just call me.
Put it up in your business.
Yeah, just put it up and I'll drop it off. I give you the key.
It's for Boys and Girls Club.
Yes,
All goes with-
United Boys and Girls
And
Club.
you don't have to be a Goleta business.
No, it's all basically it's United Boys and Girls Club. We've got 7,000 kids is the goal that they want to go out and reach.
Nice.
It's doing really well. I don't know. It's just my personal favorite, and there's kids out there, and then we need to take care of our kids because that's our future. And Sloan, that's what you do.
That's what I do.
That's what you do.
My kids, your kids, all of our kids.
That's it.
Speaking of kids, we got a ton of kids in the quiet room today. We have soccer players, golf players.
Nice.
Male, female. We're going to hear the good, the bad, everything. We've got the Boy Scouts of America representing.
And they were all practicing in the green room, and it's dark in there because they broke all the lights.
That's it.
Swinging those clubs, kicking those balls. What did Mom tell you?
We've got another co-host in the house who's just sitting there because he just sucks in all the energy. Dr. Scott Noble!
Hey!
Woo! I got treated by him before the show today. I had to have him drive, okay? Because and I never let anybody drive my car, but I'm just like, you've got to drive because let's talk about that. We got a minute I should... we need an hour. But basically, why don't you own Noble Wellness Center, and I really appreciate all the work and the energy stuff that you've been working with me. And we were talking about the whole relationship between the practitioner and the patient. And for all these years, at 50, now 4 years old in 3 days. Stop it now! 5-4. No, it's the 18th. We got a couple days.
Up.
Yes.
Oh, I've got
I
a
can't
great
wait
way
till
for
I
you
get
to
my
celebrate.
present from you. Okay, no, I love presents. I've actually celebrated my birthday all month. But I've gone to so many different doctors to address the issue that I have, and it's funny because you wait in a waiting room. You have 3 people before you, 3 people after you. Do the 15 minutes. It just wasn't. Nothing was connecting. One treatment with you. Okay, now you worked on me for over an hour, but you know something? I felt great. And I just talk about that because I don't think that, when it depends upon the stuff like in the chiropractic, energy kind of thing, 15, 20 minutes is not going to do it. I don't think.
It can. I think that the real.
Thank you for correcting me.
The underlying question is what's the rhythm of healing? And the answer is it's different for everybody. But we oftentimes want to stuff healing into the models of our health system. And then it becomes less and less about the people and more about the system. So if we try to impose a 15-minute rule because that's what's efficient in a doctor's office on somebody's healing, when that's not really the rhythm of that person's healing, how do we expect to get the best results? So sometimes being able to drop in with people, creating space enough for them to actually express their own rhythms at their own pace, because that's the body that's doing the healing, and the doctor is just merely trying to position the body in such a way so that it can do it more effectively. So it
takes me 15 minutes just to get the breathing down.
Exactly.
Right.
It does.
Right.
I'm wrecked by the time I get there. I'm nervous.
Right.
And-
nervous. Breathe. Let it out, Erica.
And then-
let me suck it in first, okay? Because your elbow is like, ugh.
So now you're 15 minutes in, and your nervous system is able to relax into
now
that.
I'm ready for you.
Right.
That's
So it takes a little time, to create enough rapport for the system to actually trust.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, the body's intelligent, and even though we have good intentions for ourselves going into that office, we've got our days we got to shake off. We've got the stress of the actual ailment we've got to shake off. And who's to say it's not going to take 5, 10, 15, 20
Dr. D goes
minutes?
to you. Dr. D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he bring out his toolbox and use the hammer, screwdriver?
No!
Because I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
He checked my oil, changed the filter,
Yeah.
and then I took my car in. No,
That's holistic body work.
no, I enjoy. I actually thought that with those kinds of treatments, and I would actually fall asleep. Right. But it's kind of like an altered state that you go into, or that I go into. And I was surprised that I was actually able to maintain the breathing.
That's the parasympathetic consciousness. That's when resting and digesting happens. You know how you feel a little different after a big, say, Thanksgiving meal? It's because we're forcing ourselves into a parasympathetic state. And that's also when healing happens. It's when our deepest sleep happens. It's also when we have our most creative ideas. That's why people have epiphanies in the shower and in the bathtub, because you're finally relaxed enough where you can put all the pieces together, and then the voila, the eureka moment comes out of being able to relax. So it's actually also when the healing happens, and when you're most likely to get sustainable health is when the body drops into that almost altered state of consciousness.
So if you want to get there and do that, and I wouldn't suggest driving right after, okay? Because my first visit, I was in the parking lot for a good 20 minutes. I'm sorry, it was the truth. I thought you you just knocked me out. I mean, I was really gone. But let me get your address and your
We're at
contact.
922 Carpinteria Street, right off the Milpas Roundabout, across from Trader Joe's. And the phone number is 805-705-7759.
And of course, he's a co-host here, and his bio is also on the site, on the About Us page. Hey, let's take a short little break. This is Erica Salda. It's go time. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
9 a.m. And Sloan, where can you find us?
Oh, my goodness. Teensportsradio.com is always a great place to find us. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Yes.
What did I leave out?
No, it's all good.
That's it. Yeah. More to come.
There you go. Tuesday nights at 11. We're on Sundays and Mondays. You can find us anytime. Just check out the site, sbtsr.com. There you go.
Now, do people understand if you miss a show and you can't catch us live on the radio, that they can go back to the website and catch? How far back do our shows go back?
Since day one, but I wouldn't recommend it. Like,
No.
because it was really raw. I mean, it was
We've come a
raw.
long way since then.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's a lot of great shows. We've had a lot of wonderful guests.
Yeah, we're
Great information
blessed.
and lots of resources.
Yeah, definitely blessed.
Kristen's going to be talking on resources in a little while. The
Looking
college
for that.
plan
Yes.
for
Need
all of
that.
high school.
Yeah, it's all about supporting our kids and our youth. It's awesome. That's why I feel so blessed to have Dr. Noble here and yourself, Dominique, of course. We have 19 co-hosts now, so everybody's a co-host. But I want to segue here a little bit. We've got a young man in here who is get up on the mic there, Gregory.
Hello, people of Santa Barbara. My name is Gregory Medajin. I am 14 years old, and I'm in the Boy Scouts of Troop 4, and I guess I'm the guest of this show this Tuesday.
Absolutely
Love him?
correct.
Can you imagine if a kid like that knocked on your door? Okay, my house was full. Had John was visiting, from San Diego.
Okay.
He brings all of his roommates.
All right,
Then I have her friend Ann Daly. She just had a knee replacement. Okay, Postmaster Ann Daly. Don't worry, Ann. Don't worry. Thank Ann. You're all better now. Okay. Okay, so she was over, and then I believe her husband was. Anyway, my house was packed. So knock, 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 and I see him like at the end of the hallway, and Dominique answered the door and asked, and then because we always, try to support the whole local neighborhood and whatnot. So she didn't shoo him away, but I don't think you thought that you were going to get a sale, right? Would that be okay, Gregory?
Yeah, because I thought it was just an ordinary day. I thought people would just get usually at $20, but you was like, wow!
Wow, well, what do you mean, wow?
Yeah, could you do that
We
again?
had a little dialogue, right? I went up and you were so adorable, right?
Yeah, but you see, you said, like, what was your most expensive? And I said $75.
Who did that?
I beg your pardon?
Don't you love beg your pardon? Where'd you hear that from? The 20s? No,
Good parents.
Wonderful parents. So I asked you, like, who was the biggest sale, and you said, who was your biggest sale?
Which was my mom.
Put your hands together for the mom. Of course it was your mother. Okay, go ahead.
To spend $75, and then you said, "Oh yeah, well I'll make it more to $100."
Can you say that? Can you do that one more time?
$100.
I did it louder. I know he's going to be a co-host. No, I want him.
co-host on
I
the
already
show.
told him. Okay.
Yeah.
She's the one that you have to convince to be a co-host.
Yeah.
She's the one.
You
who's
could
in
do
charge.
it.
Yeah.
You got the chops, boy. You could do this.
She's a voice coach. And she does what else? But you do everything, confidence, and you name it, breathing.
Oh, all of that speaking, seeking, breathing. Yeah.
Speaking, seeking, and breathing. Okay, so then you meet my son. This is the best spot. So I said, John, get over here. You got to meet. So I wanted you to meet my son because, in his day, because he's in college now, he goes to San Diego, plays baseball down there. He was the champion at St. Raphael's, right? He was the big candy salesperson at St. Raphael's. And what did you ask him?
How many times did you win in a row?
So he actually goes, but yes, were you the school champion for 3 years in a row? I mean, he just killed it. So now he has a crowd. Okay, so now everybody in my house, because I'm dragging everybody like into the hallway, and then I looked at him because I'm looking outside and I don't see him with anybody, which is cool because I'm afraid because they got. I'm sure the Boy Scouts teaches the kung fu and stuff now, so I'm not afraid of. But I did whisper gently. I said, I don't really, you shouldn't. Don't do me a favor. Don't go in anybody's house. So he's so cute. So he thought I meant my house. So he takes 10 steps out the door, right? And I just wanted him to understand, whatever. So because I loved him so much, I grab him in my garage and I'm giving him everything. I gave you a hoodie, right?
Yeah, you even give me a souvenir jacket and a bracelet.
Good bracelet.
Oh, man.
Jacket,
You picked a good day to knock on her door.
Yeah, give him the check. So, okay, here we go. So I'm cooking, right? Stuffed French toast, everything like that. Is everything fine? Well, I'll sit down eating all of a sudden. I'm like, God, now what? He probably told all of his friends. You know what I mean? I says, I'm done.
They're lined up now.
I know. It's the dad. I'm like, oh, no. You probably think some crazy lady, right? And it was turns out that your father knows, actually, my mother-in-law. So, I mean, it was just like, my mother-in-law actually hired him at Raytheon. So it's like a small little community.
This is how it happens.
Exactly. It's all good. So what's your goals? Tell me what we're looking forward to with you.
Well, every year I sell around about $1,000 worth of popcorn. Well, you see, last year was different. You see, last year my dad, who is the scoutmaster of the troop, got at least around 5,000 pounds of pumpkins. And we were like in big trouble because there were just so many, and so we just needed to sell all of those before they went bad. And so that was a big challenge this year, and we got about to 1,000. But this year, I'm challenging myself to. You see, I've been selling for 3 years, but this is going to be my 4th. And for the 4th, because I'm in Troop 4, I'm challenging myself to break the Troop 4 highest record, which is the highest, $1,500.
Wow!
All right.
So where are you at with that right now?
At the moment, $650, and it's been around 10 days.
It's killing me. So how
Future
long?
entrepreneur.
I know. So how?
Seriously.
When is this over? How long you have it to sell for, Till?
I'm estimating maybe the end of October or
Okay.
so.
Okay.
You'll hit it before
You're
then.
well on
You'll
track.
get there before then.
I got lots of time.
So why don't you just, for the heck of it, why don't you say 5,000?
I'm so inspired.
Just throw it out way big.
5,000?
Just say 5. No, why? Because if you get half, it's more than you're thinking you're going to get right now.
That's
Go big. Go big, baby, or go home. That's what I'm saying, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just manifest it, Gregory.
Yeah.
5,000. That's a lot.
Gregory, just
Dare
don't
to
say,
dream.
I can't do it.
Right?
Yeah. Know what you do? Can I tell you a little trick? Well, this actually was the truth, okay? But John goes the same way. He's got the little uniforms on too, and so I put him at La Cumbra, and I put the table up, and I get the chairs and everything like this. Got all the boxes up, and I was teaching my kids to sell it by the case because one at a time. That's going to just take forever. So by the time I park the car and I get back, he's undoing the boxes and everything. He's loading them up, and he's folding the table and everything. And there was like all empty boxes. I mean, literally, it's all gone. I'm like, I thought he got robbed, okay? Because I mean, like, what the heck happened, right? And he's not sad or anything. So one guy, whoever this guy is, I will find you, okay? Because one guy went up, and John goes like this. He goes, so what are you doing? Probably, what's your parent, right? Because he was probably like 5, okay? Which you don't leave a 5-year-old. But I was parking the
That was
car
a long
slow.
time ago,
Somebody
though. It didn't
fought
matter back
okay,
then.
yes, it did. But I was watching. Okay, so I run back, and he got everything, and John's sales pitch to sell everything, boom, on the spot. Guy must have wrote a check for $250. Was when I sell all this candy, I get to go and visit my grandma in the hospital. Swear to God. No, but his grandma was in the hospital. No, it wasn't a lie. No, it was. Would you not buy all that? Why? Why are you crying? What? What? It was the truth. What?
And he bought it.
Yes, it didn't bother. It was the truth. You had a hip replacement. So he went, and so the guy just heard that, and he just wiped him. He just wrote a check for the whole darn thing. Was that the greatest story ever? I'm going to find this person who did
story,
that.
though. It was the truth.
It
this
was
a true story.
Yes, his grandmother was getting a hip replacement, and I'm not saying to not have a family member, in the hospital, but. I'm just saying that works. Do you have any particular stories that you want to say? No?
What's your strategy?
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say something to all of Santa Barbara.
Yeah, do that.
Hello, everyone in Santa Barbara, if you are listening. Just for the troop, some guys at my troop are going to sell at Gelson's. It's like a supermarket place at September the 19th on Saturday from 10 o'clock to 12. But, of course, we will do it again next week, September the 26th on Saturday from 10 to 4 p.m. on Gelson's. It's like a giant... It's like
Las Positas and State.
Can I tell you a better
next 2
spot?
Saturdays.
Can I tell you? Can the Queen of Teen tell you a better spot?
Give it your
Okay,
shot.
can I give it to you? Okay, you talk to Dave. Okay, at Magnolia Shopping Center at the Union Bank. And they'll let you put up a little table right there at Union Bank and go there on a Friday. You know why? Because people get paid on Friday. Okay, you show up like that on a Friday at Union Bank. I'm telling you, because that's where I used to park my kids. No, I'm telling you.
This is tried and true.
That's the best place. And if I see you there on a Friday, because that's when I go to the bank, I'll buy more. That's that. All right? There you go. Because I'm going to the bank. You want to catch me going in, not going out. If I go out, the money's gone. If you got to stop me, you do not let me go in that bank, all right, without getting me some. Promise?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
Gregory,
for being here, Gregory.
Thanks, Gregory.
Come back.
Thank you very much, Peter Santa Barbara. Remember, support the Boy Scouts.
Hey, let's go time on that. Erica Salt and the Queen of Tea will be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. And I am your host, Erica Salt of the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. right after the news. We're going to ask Gregory to stick around. We're going to even put him up on the mic and see if he likes it. And Gregory, if you come out, any questions when we interview the other athletes or the guests, you may ask a question, okay? This is kind of like an internship program for you, okay, to see if you like the mic, all right? But we're going to hold off on you. We got Sloan Reali. Who'd you bring in the house?
Where do I start? Who do I start with? Should we start with college counseling
Definitely,
first?
definitely.
I have the fabulous Kristen Sneddon in here representing her new company. She is, I just have to say, College Keystone. And just a real quick testimony. We came in really late on that college planning thing with our oldest son, Gabe, who is officially enrolled at Long Beach State University.
Go Gabe.
And having a total blast. Now, this is the funny thing about Long Beach. It wasn't even in the mix. But based on the work that Kristen did with him, you know, his natural gifts, his talents, his interests. We looked at schools all over the country.
And he got into everything.
He got into
everything.
Almost every single school.
With money.
Very, very expensive schools, lots of scholarship money. And he wasn't even considering Long Beach. And it was Kristen actually that pulled it up and said, you know, check this out. We took a look. It's turning out to be the best fit, affordable, the money that he got in scholarship. I mean, it really came together, and this is the woman I'm thankful for. So she's going to share a little bit, all you students out there listening and parents. She's going to give you a little synopsis, 9th through 12th grade, what you should all be thinking about and focusing on right now. And I can't recommend her enough.
Thank you, Sloan.
You're going to give them your name and number and how to get a hold of you before you leave, too.
Oh, yes, I'll do that, too. Thank you. So I'm so inspired by Gregory and the inspiration to dream big and to make it even bigger. And I'm going to run down the list with that in mind, that with everything you're doing this year, just make it as big as you can. Dream big and go for it. Freshmen right now, be meeting with your counselors. Make your 4-year plan. You can change it along the way as you go, but make the plan. Get involved on club day when that comes up and really stretch yourself. Try something new. Try harder classes than you're used to. Try something you might not want to commit to for 4 years, but this is your chance to really see if you like it. Sophomores, revisit the 4-year plan. Adjust it. Question always along the way, question the path you're on and adjustments you want to make. Deepen those commitments to athletics or community service. Juniors, it's go time for you guys. When colleges visit the campuses, go visit them, get on their lists, start thinking about where you want to go. It's going to be here before you know it. Prep for and take the PSAT. Those scores really matter too. Schedule your testing, your SATs, your ACTs. Make a schedule. Make it now. This year for your grades matters more than any other year. It's really important to get the support that you need and stay on top of it. For seniors, you are in the thick of it. This is really the time right now. You got to write that brag sheet, ask for those letters of recommendation early, and please be sure to send a thank you to those who gave you recommendations. Really important. It's really time right now to register. These are your final chances to take the SAT, the ACT, and start those applications and looking at the essays. It's going to be really fast. By the time you're smelling turkey, it's done.
What can a student do to really prepare for that essays? Because it's one thing to like be awesome; it's another thing to be able to represent yourself.
It's so true. The essay, the best thing you can do to prepare is live a fulfilling life to you, authentic to you, and true. And it really doesn't matter if you're following a specific path to take, these courses and these classes, and I did these specific clubs. It really matters what you genuinely love doing. I have an example of, I heard a story of a student who wanted to be a surgeon, and what she wrote about and what she interviewed about was origami, doing really, really super fine work with origami.
Makes sense.
And because she truly loved it, and the interviewer asked her, can you have a conversation with me while you're doing that origami? And she did her origami while she was conversing, and he said, you've got what it takes to be a surgeon.
Right.
So the fine motor
And
skills.
multitasking.
Yeah, and the essay, it's a group of people sitting around a table who read this essay. They're regular people in this admissions office, and they just want to know who you are, who you really are, not who your parents want you to be, not who your teachers wanted you to be, but really who you want to be. It's your chance to introduce yourself. It's the single most important thing you can do on your essay, to really let them know who you are, what you have to bring, what you're going to bring to the school, and what you hope to contribute.
So being authentic with your own interests all along and pursuing them.
That's the way to do it. I mean, I really think that's the way to get through education in general, to really find what matters to you for real.
That's great.
And, when you write out your essay, it doesn't have to be about your major. It can be totally unrelated, but something that really matters to you truly.
Well, I was going to say, and it's okay. I think that our young people get stuck on that. That once they put that in writing, that's it, and they've got to stick to that. And that's not how life goes. We change, our interests change, we evolve as human beings on the planet. So don't get hung up on, well, what if I change my mind, or what if it doesn't work out, right? Just be authentic, be real in the moment, right now, today. What moves you? What inspires you? What are your dreams and goals? It's okay if they change.
Oh, yeah.
They're always changing.
Yep.
But just focus on today, right now.
It can be authentic not to know what you want to do yet, to go in undeclared and to know that you're wide open and curious, and that you haven't decided those things for yourself yet at 17 or 18 years old. And that, as long as that's true to you and that's where you are, that's what you write, and that's where you come from.
I got to say that I don't know is a very powerful statement. And so many people want to fill in with a bunch of, nonsense or what they think they should be saying or what somebody else told them to say, when really they don't know. And if you can be empowered in that statement, it opens up all sorts of avenues of discovery. It opens up other questions, and then you start going down those paths to actually knowing something.
It takes a lot of courage to say that you don't know and to explore the options.
I believe it was Socrates said, he who knows that he knows nothing has learned something worth knowing.
There we go.
What?
Nice lead in for an essay.
Exactly. One other essay, a different perspective of it. Gabe actually wrote, I don't know if people knew this about him, he actually made it on season 6 of The Voice, but none of you ever saw him because they pulled him out at the 11th hour. I mean, we were moving down there. I was packed. We were going to be living down there for about a month and a half while they taped the blinds. And when they pulled him out, that ended up being, his essay was this thing where in his head, it wasn't a success. Like, he was heading one way, and then in a second, it was all ripped out from under him, and he was and nothing. So you can imagine it was hopes. So you don't have to have been on The Voice or some TV or movie thing, but it can be about something that didn't go the way you were planning, or something that you felt maybe you weren't successful at, and it was really powerful. What he pulled out of that.
He wrote a really moving essay about.
I don't think I ever read it.
Experience. Well, that's the other thing. I think sometimes it's best if a parent doesn't read the essay, because again, authenticity is really, the voice of authenticity is so strong and so important, and sometimes it can be overshadowed a little bit by what we think our parents want to hear.
As a college coach, that's part of the things that you do. You do handhold that process. You read it. You hand it back and say, "Hey, not to change their words, but that's part of." I mean,
I never change their words.
Hiring you is it a process? Is it a 4-year or a 2-year? I mean, does somebody look at you like as a freshman? How does that work?
Yeah, so all the years. So for freshman and sophomore, I give free consultation. Call me anytime. We can chat about anything you want to talk about, anything along the path. For junior and senior year, it starts to get a little more serious. I have different packages that'll either be through the 2 years, and that would include I do the test prep with students, tutoring, any support that's needed outside of
tutoring
just
as well.
Tutoring as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a nice
She's a
add-on.
one-stop shop, people.
Yeah.
And
That's
worth
what I like to
every
think, yeah.
penny. Every penny.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sloan.
that's definitely a value.
Thank you,
Well,
Sloan.
I
Yeah.
did it with both of my kids. And for me, it was awesome because that's just a very emotional time for boys and girls,
Yes.
hormone-wise and everything. And it's just like, as a mom, it's like, look, I know what needs to get done because I'm there, but, you're not going to do what I say. So it's just like any coaching, especially if they were athletes, and you always, tailor-make their life. It's a customized generation. So I get it. No, and I only have heard excellent things about
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
I'm really, blessed, and I'm looking forward to you returning,
Thank you.
on the show. So
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What's your contact information?
You can find me at collegekeystone.com,
Okay.
and all contact information is there. And I want to mention, too, that at Santa Barbara High, and I can think about other high schools to do this, I'm offering 5 different free 4-course sessions in SAT and ACT prep.
Nice.
So it's through the seminar. So that's a free
Beautiful.
option. So if that's something that you're interested in, if the cost is an issue, then see Spencer Barr in the College and Career Center, and he can.
Thank you so
set you up
much.
with that.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. And what's your phone? Phone number. And your phone number.
680-6341. Call me anytime.
Thank you.
Kristen, she's the best.
Yeah. All right. Let's close on that. It is go time again. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday, 9 a.m. You've got something. You got all these papers you're throwing at me. What's going on here, Sloan? What do you got? What's
so
that?
excited.
What is
Well,
that?
it's all things lemon right now, right? We got 2 weeks till the Goleta Lemon Festival. And this year we have wristbands. We've got a kids zone. I worked the lemon pie booth last year. I kid you not, for 3 hours I stood there selling nothing but lemon meringue pies. I must have brought in, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. Money bags. The bank would come by every 30 minutes and take my money.
Nice.
While I
would too.
What,
No,
Dr.
same.
D?
Cello zone.
I'm not sure about. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look into that. I don't know about that yet. We do have some really fun activities. Tomorrow, the 16th, from 5 to 7, is the lemon launch at the Glen Annie Golf Course. Family friendly fun with. I'm not sure what bounce houses, appetizers, beer and wine, of course. Sunday, this weekend, is the Lemon Run, sponsored by the Goleta Education Foundation, and that starts at Goleta Beach. It's a 10K, 5K, fun run, 1K. It's all to support the Goleta Education Foundation, and this is for all you teens that are listening that need your volunteer hours. What is it now, 60 hours that you all need? You can go online and register on. It takes over 200 volunteers to make this thing happen. In fact, I am your personal volunteer coordinator. So those 2 days, I'm going to be sleeping at Gersh Park that weekend. I'll be in a tent right in the middle of the park. And you come and see me for your shirts and your badges and your instructions. But if you still need hours, you heard Kristen talking about all the things you need to do. If hours is one of them, please go online to goletachamberofcommerce.volunteerlocal.com. Or you can contact me direct at Vocal Coaching by Sloan. But either way, go online, contact me. If you need hours, let's get you set. You can pound out some serious hours the weekend of the 28th and the 27th. And it's everything lemon. And I'm going to find out about, what is it that you want? Lemoncello. Not lemon jello. Lemoncello. And you're not talking a lemoncello like you play the cello. I've never heard of this. What is it?
After you have your special roll, then you can
Oh,
have your
okay.
limoncello
See, my
to
mouth is
finish it
starting
all
to water
off.
now.
Yeah, it's
now
nice.
We've just moved into the whole food theme now. So thank you for that. Call me if you need some volunteer hours. Next up, yes, Dr. Noble. Were you going to ask about lemons?
No.
Are you going to comment on my lemons?
Just sour power.
He's so deep. He's a deep guy.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, are we ready to move on to our athletes?
Yes.
We've got some more athletes in there. First of all, okay, the Dons, I just got to say, I mean, I love everybody. I love the Chargers. I love the Royals. But you know what? The Dons always come, no offense to anybody out there. Bishop, what's Bishop? What are their...
It's a school.
No, what's their mascot? What's their mascot?
It's a cardinal.
We love the Cardinals,
Yes.
but the Dons always come through, man. We don't know what's going to happen, we got 4 of them in here. We are going to start with, okay, this is really fun. I'm going to start with, I got some soccer players. They play for the school. They've been playing club, but I have Luis and honest, this is the truth. I got Sloan in here. Sloan. There's no E. We got 2 Sloans in the studio today. And I'm going to let these guys share a little bit about their teams, the good, their challenges, what's coming up. Maybe give a shout out to your coaches, your teammates. Tell us what's going on with you guys, Santa Barbara Soccer.
All right. Well, I'm Sloan, as she previously mentioned, and right now our club season hasn't started quite yet. We're going to start our first game in this weekend, actually, and then our high school season is a winter sport, so that's going to start December around then. One of the good things that's going on is we just started practicing again pretty recently, and yeah, it's going good.
Excellent. What positions do you boys play?
We both play center back together.
All right. Excellent. Luis, you got something to say there.
Hi,
you can lift that all the way up. Yep.
My name's Luis. I just want to say I'm glad that season's starting again. And like one of the challenges is that we always travel a lot, but it's fun just to go all as a team and have a great team bonding.
This is excellent. Go ahead.
Can I ask you to, I mean, you travel a lot, and you both were involved with the youth soccer camp in Costa Rica. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, we both recently went to Costa Rica to help underprivileged kids learn soccer, and we just had a great time with them.
Who organized that?
I organized it. Me and my mom went 2 years ago. My mom, Stephanie Sneddon. We thought that it would be a good idea to maybe help out some less fortunate kids learn soccer, use something that I love to help others. And so we were looking into all these programs, but a lot of them weren't really working that well for us because they required a lot of money, or they wouldn't allow my mom to go, or they were too long and I couldn't commit to that much time. And then we actually found out that our church that we go to has another, I guess we call it brother church in Costa Rica called Pura Vida. And they were willing to help us start the camp in a small town called Esturios in Costa Rica. And so we decided that was a good time to go.
Costa Rica, if anybody, you put that in your bucket list. I've been there a few times. It is beautiful. It's really kind of trippy because even the resorts, whatever, wherever you're staying, all of a sudden you're walking in, I don't drink. Because I'm thinking of hallucinating because in comes like an iguana. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And then you're like the monkeys in the trees. It's just nothing
magical.
It's freaky for me. Because I don't even like, the little lizards. Now there's this big,
lizard.
yeah, now there's this big thing like with the big, I just didn't move. I'm like, you just got to watch where you walk. You know what I'm saying? It's just the zip lining there, though, is amazing. You guys do zip lining when you were there? Fun, huh?
We took 3 days after our camp to
Nice.
live a little. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
What inspired you to do the camp?
Well, early the year before we started the camp, my mom was just talking to me, and we both thought it was a good idea to try and help out some other people using something that we loved, and soccer was a perfect fit for that.
What was when you were there, tell me, do you have one moment you'd like to share? We have a couple of minutes left. One moment each that something just made you like an aha, it's a humbling experience when you're helping somebody less fortunate.
Right.
So what, do you have a moment that you want to share?
I actually do have a moment. 2 years ago, when we had the kids, they would all arrive. Our camp started from 8 to 10. But they would all arrive at 7, about when we got there, just to get ready. And they could just play before we started the camp, and I would play with them also. And at one moment, you can actually find a video of this on our Facebook page, which is Clínica del Fútbol Pura Vida on Facebook. And in that video, it shows all of the kids. They'd all line up their soccer balls together right in front of the goal and count to 3, and they'd all shoot at the same time. And it was really cool to watch.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Louis, right?
Luis.
Sorry. So
It's
Luis, pardon me. I'm from New York. Louis, all right? Don't be going to New York and say Luis, okay? It's Louis. It's cut out the
Definitely.
E. Okay, all right. Now, do you have an aha moment?
Definitely when the first day I got there, just meeting everyone, it was like, they're so nice. Like, they're probably the nicest people you'll ever meet. Like, they're so young, and just that they love to play soccer. They all come together. They're all friends, and some are
grateful.
Yeah, they're grateful for everything. It's just really great.
Not a lot of English being spoken, I imagine.
No.
So how are you guys all communicating?
Well, I have in high school. I've taken 4 years of Spanish now,
Perfect.
so I could speak a little
Enough.
bit. Yeah, I could get by. I got enough, and then
Are you native?
Yes, I'm native.
Nice.
Spanish,
Excellent.
so.
Well, put your hands together for these nice
So
young
good to
boys.
have you guys. Thanks for coming in and joining us.
Yeah, visit us after the season or before the season. Come out with your friends. We love Santa Barbara High School. We're going to be raising some more money for you again this year like we had last year. All right, so let's take a short little break. This is Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday, 9 a.m. Oh my God, Sloan, you killed it today. You got the most amazing guests. Okay, you have 2 more. We got a little bit of time left. Who did you bring?
Okay, you know what? Before I even do that, though, I really have to give the credit to Kristen.
Oh,
Because all of my guests, I don't know what happened to them, but really, this show...
Kristen!
We gotta give it up. The Sneddon family, like, en serio.
I love
College
these kids.
Keystone!
Well, and you know, I'm listening to everybody's stories. I mean, there are extraordinary kids that come in here. This is just extraordinary. And so many of the kids that are out there listening to the show right now, you are extraordinary. And if you have something special you want to offer, give us a call. Let's get you on the show. Next up, and our final guests, we have Cameron and Stella, also Santa Barbara Dons. They're going to come share about their golf season and how that is going. Ladies, tell us. Give it all. Tell us everything you got going on with golf.
Well, I'm Stella. Our season just started. It's going good. Cameron and I have played. This is our 2nd year now, so we just started last year as sophomores. It's really a great time. Our coach Ryan Throop is really great. Our team isn't the best. All of our teammates are girls who just started playing this year. And same with last season, it was all new players. So nobody's really that experienced, but we have a great time. It's really fun.
Yeah, we might not have the most experience, but we do have a really fun time together, even if the team's a lot better, but it's okay.
So neither one of you played club?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, that's
straight to
great.
varsity.
No, it's great to have an opportunity to get the experience.
Yeah.
You're not going to get better unless you practice.
Exactly.
play.
It was trying something new, and one of our other friends who unfortunately doesn't play on the team anymore, she got us into it last year. It was just kind of, hey, why not just try this out? So
I'm leaving. Just take my place. I'm just saying.
How do you decide to take up golf?
Well, Cameron and I, neither one of us have been particularly athletic. So it was just kind of, it was something that neither one of us had ever tried. And we just thought, maybe instead of doing PE, let's try something else. And we actually came to really like it, which is why we played again this year.
Well, it's an amazing skill to develop.
Yeah.
And I've not played a lot of it, but when I have played, it can either be really fun or really frustrating.
Yes.
You want to give a shout out to any of your teammates? Any goals that you have for you as a team this season?
Yeah, I mean, everyone on the team is doing really great. There's a lot of beginning players, everyone really, and so a lot of it is just going to be about developing our skill and trying to do good this
Shout out
season,
some of your
I guess.
friends.
We have Nalanda Lamb, who's new on the team, and Leah Mackler, who's on it as well. And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So is there hope to play or any desire at all to play in the next level, college maybe, or no? Just
maybe.
Lacumba Country Club. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something that, I mean, personally, I would like to carry it on throughout the rest of my life. I think it's a great thing just to be able to go out and do on the weekends. I'm not sure about college just because it's not really something that, I'm that driven towards.
Fantastic. Got a quick question, Dr. D?
I guess the thing that I've always been interested in is just it gets you out on these greens. I mean, some of those spaces are just extraordinary. Do you get special access as a?
Yes, we do, which is an amazing part of it. We get to visit all these great golf courses around in Ventura and Oxnard, and Montecito Country Club is our main course. So
when's your season start?
It starts on the 11th, I believe, is our first match.
Well, then listen, check in with us after a couple of matches, and then see. We'd love to just check in on you. Okay,
come back.
I gotta say goodbye to Sloan, Dr. D, Dr. Scott, and of course our guest, the wonderful Kristen Sneddon, owner of College Keystone. This is Erica Salt of the Queen of Teen. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.
You're the best around. Nothing. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna